Hey there, it's Amelia. In this video, I'll show you two ways to remove the image background. First, using Microsoft PowerPoint, and second, using Canva Pro. Let's get started. So removing the background in PowerPoint is not a new feature. In fact, it's been available for quite some time. In PowerPoint, I've added two slides with several images so we can look at a few examples. To remove the background from an image, you want to either single click on the image and then click the Picture Format tab, which is displayed once you select an image, or you can just double click on the image and it will automatically open the Picture Format tab. Next, select Remove Background. And momentarily, you'll see some purple on your image, and this is the area that PowerPoint has tried its best to remove the background. Now, on the left here, you could see this is what it looks like so far, but that's not what we want. We also want to include her clothing, but we want to just have the background removed. So what you have to do in PowerPoint is use the mark areas to keep or mark areas to remove to touch it up. So I'm going to go ahead and select mark areas to keep. And then you want to begin clicking on the area that's purple that you want to keep. And you'll notice that it will place several dots as you click. And you may have to click quite a few times in order for it to pick up the area that you want it to include. So I'll just continue here and fast forward. Okay, after clicking quite a bit, I finally was able to include the bottom portion. There's one little area here, and if you could see it, so I'm going to enlarge the image where we want to not include this. So we're going to click Mark Areas to Remove, and then just click a couple times here to try to clean this up. Okay, so I'm not going to bother doing anything else with the hair area, but as you can see, it did its best to remove everything in the background. So let's go ahead and select Keep Changes. And I would say it did an okay job, but the hair is a little choppy. So let's swing over to Canva and try the same image and see how that works out. Okay, so here we are in Canva, and I have the same image, and in Canva, you do need to have Canva Pro. This is one of the best features to me in the Canva Pro version. So if you don't have Canva Pro, unfortunately, you will not be able to use the background remover. So in Canva Pro, you want to click on the image, and then select Edit Image. And then look for Background Remover here on the left. And I'm going to click on it momentarily. I just want to mention that if you do not see the BG background remover here on the left, then it means either you do not have Canva Pro, or for some reason this option is not available with the selected image. Going to go ahead and select BG remover, and we'll give it a moment. And excellent. So Canva already removed everything in the background, did a really good job. And let's just do like a comparison. I'm just going to flip over to PowerPoint again. This is the PowerPoint version, and this is the Canva version. Let me just make that a little bigger for you. So I think it did a pretty similar job. Canva a little bit better. So let's look at a couple more examples in PowerPoint. So on this next slide, I purposely picked this one because this is definitely going to be a tricky section of the image for it to remove the background. So let's give it a try. So you want to double click on the image, and from Picture Format tab, click Remove Background. And as you can see, there's some areas here that are going to need some touch up, as well as the bottom area. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'll just click a little bit here after I select Mark Areas to Keep, and you can see that, you know, it does take a little bit of playing around to get it to select the areas that you want. And then what you're going to have to do is, if there's tricky areas like the area up here in her hair, you want to enlarge the image and then use, again, the mark areas to keep or mark areas to remove to adjust the image. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit and see if I can clean it up. Okay, so here we are. I did my best. It only took a few clicks for the jacket part, but for the hair, that is a bit tricky. So you could zoom in further, but I'm just going to stop there and go ahead and click Keep Changes. And again, it did an okay job. Let's just continue along with some of the other images, and then we'll try it in Canva. So the image here of the eagle, I think, is going to be pretty easy. It has pretty smooth edges. So double click, remove background, and it did almost a perfect job. Just a couple areas on the edges of the feathers. So let's just select mark areas to keep. And touch up over here. Just a few down below. And maybe just one more here. Okay, and I'll click Keep Changes. That was pretty easy. And then finally over here, the cupcake image, just make that a little smaller. And I'm going to double click on this image, select Remove Background. Okay, pretty good job. I do see some areas that need some cleaning up, so I'm going to click Mark Areas to Keep. And that adjusted fairly quickly, and now I just need to select the flame area here. Okay, and select Keep Changes. And now let's swing on over to Canva and compare. Here we are back in Canva, so I'm going to try with these three images. Select Edit Image, BG Remover, and actually did a pretty good job. I don't see any touch-up. However, I wanted to mention that there are a couple tools that you could use within the Canva background remover. I'm going to enlarge this particular image. There's an erase and a restore tool. So the erase is if you want to manually erase a section. So I'm going to click on it, and you can change the brush size. So let's just make that a little smaller. And perhaps we want to just remove just a little bit right in here. Okay. And the restore would be if you wanted to restore using that same brush thickness, which again, you can adjust. And perhaps you want to restore a small area. So I don't know, maybe we'll just pick an area here and see. Okay, so as you can see, I was just actually clicking, but you can also glide the circle around and adjust it that way. And if you decide you don't like it, you can always hit Control Z and undo that. So I'm going to click Done to save our changes and apply. And let's just go ahead and finish up with the bird here. Edit image. Okay, no adjustments necessary. And finally, the cupcake image. Did an excellent job. Let's just check the flame. If I just drag this, so you can see that it also kept the flame. So there's no adjustments necessary, but if you needed to, you could use the erase or restore and make some minor adjustments. And I'll go ahead and click Apply to save. So after testing out several images in PowerPoint and Canva, to me, Canva has won hands down for being able to remove the backgrounds of the images. Now, once you do remove the background, you could reuse the image on another design. All you have to do there is just take hold of the image, select it, right click, copy it, and then if you go into another design, you can just paste it into your other design. If you wanted to reuse that image at a later time and you wanted to save that as an image, you could save it, but you would have to put it on its own slide, for example, because right now I could click share, download, and then this is page 2. So page 2, I would download as a ping with a transparent background. But if I do, I will get an image with all 3 of these. So what you can do is just move the copy of the cupcake on its own page, or download this with the 3 images with the background removed, and then you can just crop the other images and then make 3 images out of it. If you'd like to learn more about the features in Canva Pro as compared to the free version of Canva, I've prepared a comparison chart that you can download for free. You could find the link in the description below on how to download the free Canva comparison chart guide. So that's it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any new videos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.